Hi guys, this is Dr. A. Rivera. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna dive into a common food group that many people enjoy, but which be contributing to inflammation in our body. We're gonna talk today about cured meats. So what are we gonna talk about? Ham, sorpressata, prosciutto, bacon, sausages. But these processed foods could play a key role, okay, a key role in chronic inflammation, which can lead to several health problems that we're going to talk about a bit later down in this video. So let's break it down and talk about that relationship. The first thing that I want to mention is saturated fats. Cured meats like bacon, sausages, and salami tend to be high in saturated fats. But while fats are necessary part of a balanced diet, again, necessary part of a balanced diet, eating them in excess can cause inflammation. Right? So saturated fats can produce something that is called cytokines. These are pro-inflammatory substances. So pro-inflammatory means that it promotes inflammation. Over time, this can contribute to chronic inflammation, raising your risk or raising the individual risk for conditions like heart disease, cancer, obesity, diabetes, other metabolic disorders. Next thing that I want to mention are nitrates or nitrites. These compounds preserve the meat, but when cooked at high temperature, like when frying the bacon or something I used to do as a kid and as a young fellow, throw the salami genoa on the pan. So I cook it and then it'll taste a lot, tastes really, really good with my melted cheese or my toast. Now, what happens is these nitrosamines, nitrites, will transform into harmful products or harmful compounds that are linked to inflammation. So something that is already pro-inflammatory will become even more inflammatory. And this, guys, has been linked to cancer. Nitrosamines cause stress in the oxidation, so they worsen oxidative states. Have you know that people take glutathione because or coenzyme Q because they're antioxidants. So this is the opposite, right? Damages the cells. Obviously, it will worsen inflammation that can already exist in the person's body. So you get that because we're going to talk about it a bit later. Now, another issue with cured meats is the formation of something. This is not common, guys, so be ready to hear this term. Advanced glycation end products. Again, advanced glycation end products. These compounds, listen to this, it's formed when proteins or fats combine with sugars, especially during high temperature cooking, like frying or grilling. Damn, so you see that? Frying in fat, something with sugar or something with a lot of protein and sugar, what's going to create advanced glycation end products. These guys not only promote inflammation, these guys are directly linked to diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So, eating cured meats, especially cooked ones at high temperature, will contribute and will promote inflammation. Okay, now let's go down to one that is Captain Obvious, which is sodium, right? Sodium in high amounts is not a really cool thing to eat, right? It's not nice. It's not awesome. So while salt is essential in moderation, and who doesn't like some gross salt in their steak? Come on, that's kind of a pleasure. But too much can lead to high blood pressure and can cause inflammation inside the blood vessels. Wow, that's important, right? Because in the past we say, well, you eat a lot of salt, you increase your blood sugar, but no, there's direct damage to the vascular endothelium. That's a lining. That's a lining that's inside the blood vessel that when you hit it, when you injure it, it promotes the formation of atherosclerosis. But this is something that's really, really weird because it hasn't been mentioned a lot before. Those high salt foods, okay, the high salt intake impairs immune function. High salt intake impairs immune function. Now, we're close to the end. We're close to the end. So hold on with me here. Now, pure meats. Again, we're talking about ham, sausages, hot dogs can negatively affect your gut health, which plays a critical role in managing inflammation. The intestine, guys, is the largest organ. The nervous system, because it produces more than 85% of all the neurotransmitters that are used in the brain, is the largest organ of the gastrointestinal system. And to me, it is the largest organ of the immune system because the other place that has as much immune cells as his, or maybe a bit more, a bit less, depending, is the blood. So the area of your body that has most of those immune cells is the intestine, major organ in three different systems. Check this. A diet high in processed meats will impair the balance of the bacteria in the intestine. We call that dysbiosis or gut dysbiosis. Let me define that for you. Gut dysbiosis is an imbalance in the gut microbiome. This is a microorganism community. It's a community that has bacteria, fungi, viruses, and some of the guys that live there. Think of the healthy microbiome as a community. It has the businessman, it has the teachers, the doctors, the lawyers, the good people that clean the streets. It has all those nice people that work in the stores that sell the cars. So it's a good, hardworking people, right? But when this biosis occur, then the harmful bacteria, the criminals, all right, the guys that the fraudsters, the tricksters, they thrive and they overgrow. So they take over the community. The gangs take over. That's no good, man. That's New York in the 80s before Major Giuliani. This imbalance will bring in a bunch, will open the door to a bunch of problems. The first are the obvious ones: bloating, constipation, diarrhea, nausea, indigestion. You get that? But what about the ones that we do not see? Number one, inflammation. Some of us see it, some of us feel it. For to some of us, it's just invisible. Another one that it's invisible, guys, is that a messed up gut microbiome, a messed up community in the intestine will weaken, okay, will weaken the immune system and then will contribute to a lot of inflammatory conditions. And here we're going to mention the inflammatory or, irritable bowel syndrome, obesity, overweight, diabetes, again, heart disease, cerebrovascular disease like strokes, mental health disorders like depression and anxiety. Wow. Now, guys, I think I left clear something here. There is a relationship between cured meats and inflammation. Don't forget that the World Health Organization, here it is, the World Health Organization has classified ham next to uranium and cigarette smoking as class 1 causes of cancer. Doesn't it ring a bell when the thing that I put in my sandwich has the same cancer potential according to the World Health Organization in producing cancer, just like cigarette smoking? My guys, this is something. And I want to mention one more thing before we go. Cured meats, my sausage, my ham, my hot dog, my prosciutto, my soppressata, all those exquisite things will worsen the inflammation that the person already has. So beware of people that have rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, multiple sclerosis, arthritis. I have people with pain. I have a guy that recently was telling me that after breakfast he gets increased pain, and his breakfast is a ham, cheese, eggs, and bread. And then he says, no, but it's not the food. I've been eating that all my life. Yeah, that's why you have chronic back pain. But we need to clean the diet before we start putting steroids and stem cells and PRP in that back. Because if we do not correct what's bringing in the inflammation, we will never correct the pain. And obviously, if we do not get rid of the inflammation, we would never, understand this. If we don't get rid of the inflammation, we would never get rid of the weight. Now, guys, if you find this video helpful, please make sure you hit like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. Now, Take care. Thank you for watching me. This is Dr. Al Rivera. I'll see you next time. Much love. See you soon.